Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
How's everybody doing? Hello.
How you doing? How your mama doing? It's Savage AF, man. You know what this is. I'm your boy, Black Pedro.
I am Shang. Shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm Shang.
I almost forgot.
I don't want the dementia to start already. Savage AF, we're here for you 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's how we do. And sometimes we switch it, but rarely. We try to stay safe.
That's Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. That's
live through Friday. On YouTube and Facebook. If you ever miss us live, guys, you's a stone cold fool.
You's a sucker.
You's a jive turkey, man.
Yo, let me tell you something, mama. You flip-flopping goddamn sons of bitches. Let me tell you something. Hey, that's what I'm going to tell you.
You can ungoofy yourself, unjive yourself, though.
Unjive yourself.
Simply by subscribing to the YouTube page.
Channel right there.
It is scrolling at the bottom. YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld.
And then you go to the right like this. Click the bell. Make sure you give us these. Give us some thumbs up. Thumbs up on the pages. It helps the algorithm. Thank you so much. Now we're only 1 trillion away from our goal, so we need more people to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right.
You get a free unicorn, everybody. All right,
everybody. A lot of people don't give that out. We got a lot of people in the feed already. What up?
You still getting birthday wishes out there. I see the crowd building up. We see y'all. Yeah. Maya Baker, Nicole H, F Gatlin's here. QB, I see you, girl. Breezy, always blowing through. Facebook user, okay. Damani Jones, okay.
There you go, okay.
Oh, a new name, Suzanne Venezia has a birthday wish for you still. Kevin Keith, I see you, brother. All right, man. Well, thank y'all for being here. You know what it is, man. Not only are we live on YouTube, but like I mentioned, Facebook as well. If you want to follow us, it's not even a choice. You want to follow us on Facebook too. Savage A.F. 2 dots. If you do 1 dot, I swear to God, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna do the doorbell dash thing, the ding and dash, and then you're gonna be like, "Who is it?" And there's nobody gonna be there. Ha. So don't do that. Visit our Facebook page, Savage A.F. 2 dots, man.
Wait a minute. Yeah. See, Pedro tried to like glide over some weird shit he saying. Yeah. Like I'm just gonna let it go. No.
It's no slick name. I see you.
So yeah, make sure you do all of that stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Also, wait a minute. There was something I forgot. Oh yeah. It's the Gram Slam.
IG. For those who don't have time to say IG or Instagram.
IG.
The IG.
Make sure you follow. Don't forget. If you forget, then you forgot. But don't forget that. Then I won't forget that you forgot. So just don't forget to follow us at Comedian Shang on the IG and at Black Pedro on the IG. Do it for your loved ones, your family, your friends. And also, if you don't want us to come to your house and regulate us.
Yeah,
so I don't want that. I don't want that in your life.
That's what it is, man. So make sure you're getting all of that in. Also, speaking of getting it in, some at-home entertainment for you, available on Apple TV, Amazon.
It happens to be,
Tubi, okay. One of the greatest specials of the year, Shangry.
Okay? Like Shangalicious is my next one. And then after I get the bag, Shangri-La.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
you can't shang with this. Roger Stacker, we see you as well. Also, if you go to YouTube while you're subscribing to Savage AF and reminiscing over old shows
and looking up cat videos,
yes,
that happens.
You can also do a search on YouTube for Black and Pedro. Black and Pedro. If you haven't checked it out yet, got a little special on there. So yeah, get some laughs in. If you haven't had a chance to see me live on stage or Shang live on stage, these are great opportunities to peep the talent. You know what I'm saying? Until we get to your town, until we get on down. So you know what it is, man. I think we got all the business out the way, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so. I think so.
Well, let's get to the pleasure.
Shall we begin? Yes, I think we shall.
You know what it is, man. It is Tuesday, October 4th. Man, we're about a month away from this election.
And it is going
to be like to call
crazy.
It the end of America.
Oh, my goodness. It is going to be so crazy.
But Tuesday, October 4th, 2022, in the time-space continuum. Black Pedro comedian Shang.
The time-space continuum. and I want to say something to everybody on the feed. I hope you smell good. Breezy JJ, Miss No Slick, Queen B, hope you Roger Stacker. I hope you smell good. I hope you look good. And I appreciate y'all deeply.
So much.
You see how kind it was? Look at that. Hold me.
And now to the savage part.
Now
fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Listen up. We got some knowledge to drop on you bitches. Base. How low can you go?
You know what it is, man. All right, man. So we are going to end today's show with a Shangry.
Yeah.
How do we abort Hirsch Mushmouth Walker?
Yeah.
We gonna see. Before we get into that, and today could honestly be an entire motherfucker say what episode. Like every topic today is a motherfucker say what.
Like wow.
To be honest.
No, it's one of those wow, really? Yeah, seriously? Real? Wow. Not again? For real? Another one. Wow.
Black Pedro pop in today. Call a crackhead? Let's talk about it. Crackheads usually don't have phones, but whatever. Before we get into
not to my knowledge, yeah, not to my knowledge.
Actual motherfucker say what today has to do with the high school football team in Northern California forfeiting its football season, and you won't believe why. Let's get into it, god damn it! But before we get into that, I've got an even greater motherfucker say what.
Well,
I mean, it's not quite a mother. I mean, I'm not going. It. God damn it! What the fuck, man? It was COON at first sight. Between KANYE and CANDACE.
It's COON Day.
Who are going for COON Couple of the Year, apparently. Just appeared publicly, and I'm gonna take this banner down just so you can see it right. But on the left there, that is Candace Owens. I'm sorry, that is Candace. I left my blackness somewhere and I cannot find it, Owens.
Yeah.
And actually, a conservative dick mouth hoe bag bitch.
Yeah, and yeah.
Who was standing there with put the t-shirt ones back up. And then on the right, that is Kanye West's hot dog neck ass. You see that? Yeah. You see that pocket Oscar Mayer on the back of his head?
He got a lot of rolls.
This nigga got neck fat. Okay. These motherfuckers showed up in public
together
with a White Lives Matter t-shirts on. White Lives, two Negroes with White Lives Matter.
And Candace Owen, as you can see here, Candace Owen actually come on, it's the same person.
She's she's trying to get back to her blackness.
Look at that. Yeah, same person.
Queen Bee says more people need to diss his ass. I can't feel sorry for him anymore.
No, I don't care about him. No, he's
after the slavery was a choice comment, I kicked Kanye West out of my iTunes. So I no longer support his music. I don't listen to his dumb shit. Donda probably is turning over in his grave. Yes, Breezy JJ's. This is a critical question. What the actual fuck is going on? Okay, not this. The superfluous fucks, but the actual essence of the fuck. What is going on with it?
What I want to say to you is what the fuck. Listen, this is the bottom line is we know that they are thirsty for acceptance from white folks, but to go this level of psychosis, which he does a lot, and both of them to act like this is okay and her smiling right there. Nobody says nothing about when Candace did her nude shoot. Nobody said that.
That was Sports Illustrated.
That's
Extraterrestrial edition.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, man, nobody's judging her when she did the nude shoot.
Now, Nicole, don't get sensitive on us. She says, don't talk about Ye's neck. He might have thyroid disease. I hope so. Yeah. I hope the nigga has thyroid disease, Legionnaire's disease, motherfucking whooping cough. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that dude, man. And Candace Owens. This is, I mean, I'm like, I mean, is it just for the attention? Do they really believe this shit? Because like, I don't fuck with people who will do shit like this just for attention, obviously, right? I also don't fuck with people who would really believe this, that as a black person, you should go around with a white lives matter.
Wait a minute, Pedro, are we friends?
I believe so, good brother.
Okay, I believe it.
Nigga, jump out the window.
And then you have to be like, really? And all of a sudden, you see me go. And then he's over in the window.
Meet Leviathan.
Let me tell you something. The bottom line is he's thirsty. You know, he's thirsty. Yeah, I don't know if that somebody beat him in the face, and that's why he has to. And he got.
This nigga has a Balenciaga mouth guard.
Yeah, and look at his mouth. What happened to his mouth? Bloodied and stuff. So that means somebody should have smacked you, you dumb motherfucker.
Roger Stacker said that nigga got cinnamon bun neck with no icing. Just dry, dusty cinnamon. Yeah, you know, cinnamon ain't that good without sugar, dog.
Right, I don't fuck with
it. It's like you need to sugar some cinnamon up, because just cinnamon by itself, that'll burn you a new asshole.
So what do you think it is about them that they thirst for the acceptance of the opaques?
I mean, no, what we call them, the snow heathens?
The snow heathens. Why do we need these people who want the snow heathens to love them?
Wait, what was the other one? There was ice monkeys, but there was snow heathens, ice monkeys. There was one more that was pretty fucking good. Who was that? Was that Phenom Brown? Yeah, Phenom, if you in here, girl. What was the other one besides snow heathens and ice monkeys that we liked?
It was a
milk. There was something about milk crickets.
It was milk crickets. It was milk crickets. Well, okay, the acceptance.
The
acceptance of.
There go Phenom. I see you, girl.
The acceptance of this is what fucks me up. Is that Kanye West and Candace Owens both? Wow, she looks like a puppet.
Dog.
Look at her. She looks like a puppet. It's too much makeup or something. She looks like a puppet. Like, well, somebody got a hand up her ass. Oh, somebody does have a hand up her ass. The right wing and the white nationalists and the white Republicans. Yeah, because that's the only reason they're doing this. There's no other way to try to justify wearing these shirts other than trying to be controversy, taking pictures, and being out together, being COON. Like Wonder Twins power, COON activate. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. That's the only reason I could think of they would do something like this.
One of them pictures you just showed, she clearly looked like a contestant on RuPaul's drag queen thing, or what do you call that shit? Pose or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that man face.
Yeah, look at that little boy head. She got a little boy head. Like yeah, we're dissing her. Yeah. We're dissing her. Yes, we're dissing her. What the fuck do you mean white lives matter? We already know that. We shouldn't even have to say Black Lives Matter. We shouldn't even have to. The fact we got to tell you that shit is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm tired of the fucking idiots that keep acting like, you know, it's okay.
So listen, man. Yeah, you know, for those out there, and there might be people who are like, well, what's wrong with saying white lives matter or all lives matter? If you don't understand this, I need you to swallow a running lawnmower. But before you do, just understand that when we say Black Lives Matter,
right,
it is literally an ironic statement, right? We are saying the opposite of what we mean. We say Black Lives Matter because they don't, right? Because we don't get treated in our society as if our lives matters. It's a sarcastic statement. It really is. It is ironic in every sense of the word, right? People often are like, that's ironic when it's really coincidental, right? But irony is the phrase Black Lives Matter. We say it because Black lives do not matter. So when you say stuff like all lives matter or white lives matter, you're negating that idea.
That's the same thing they did where they said blue lives matter, and then the next thing you know, they're stabbing a flag of a policeman's asshole. Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? That's literally like, oh, blue lives matter, man, except for today, you fucking, I want my country. That's what they do. And the bottom line is, everybody in the feed, I see the milk heathens. Now we're switching them.
Let's ice crickets.
Ice crickets. That way we don't get flagged as much.
Snow monkeys.
The ice crickets know exactly what they're doing. They love trotting people out like this, like Candace Owen. They like trotting Candace out, and they like trotting out Kanye West. That's what they like to do because they know that. Like, I'll give you an example. You ever watch the Trump rallies where you see 4 black people behind them, and they have to identify by having they have to put on a shirt because they're so fucking full of shit that they know they're getting paid. Blacks for Trump is because they think that that's one way they're going to reach us. Well, you're not.
It's also the same 4 black people.
It's the same 4 black people.
It's that one nigga with the beard.
And the hair. Kansas City, unless he's following him around like a cult. Other than that, they're hired. They're hired actors, just like they said there was hired actors at Columbine with their crazy ass. So fuck them forever. And Candace Owen, she could eat. I'm talking about a universe of dicks for some of the shit she said. Now, there's only one thing I agree with her. She was talking about women twerking and how do you expect a man to respect you when they're twerking and you're throwing your ass cheeks. And there was the only thing. And I get what she was saying, so I kind of go, okay, I'll give you a little bit. Then right after that, she said some bullshit about the election.
Now, but you know how you expect Candace Owens, a man, to respect you when you don't even fucking know you black. Get the fuck out of here and jump out of a window.
Go ahead, Candace.
Nicole H said it right. Nicole H said they understand. Ask them if they want to be black for a day. Absolutely. Roger Stacker got it too. He says, Black Lives Matter has gotten so much attention. White folks felt left out. They felt left
What
out.
about me? Okay.
What about our lives, man? Nobody's even fucking with our lives. So
I mean, there's no party. There's no
we
party
can go
for us.
everywhere and just live, and I can talk to the cops however I want to, and they don't treat me like shit. I mean, what about my life?
I can have picnics and people get upset.
Right.
Why are you upset about my picnic? It's just a picnic.
I
can wave at people. Right. I can't even wave at people without people getting upset. What's wrong with me waving at you?
I can't greet my neighbors. What the fuck?
Okay, just because I back a petulant fucking orange cunt stick doesn't make me a bad person. Yes, it does.
So can we collectively, because even Treehead agrees that Kanye been past stupid, can we all just collectively engage in an active boycott of Kanye's music? I'm encouraging everybody, if you haven't done it already, to please kick Kanye West out of your iTunes, Spotify, wherever you keep your music. However, you take the CDs and start using them as coasters, or melt them down into, I don't know what to do.
Well, CDs.
I don't even know why you still have them. But
if you're black and you're black and you support this man, and he doesn't understand how much pain is caused by the police, pain is caused by the way they're doing it, then he doesn't deserve any support. He doesn't deserve any support. So don't support him. And if you do support him,
go ahead.
No, if you do support him, I hope you can have a cupcake full of tax.
Yeah. Phenom Brown says, yeah, Candace is a bait and switch type. And I know none of us were supporting Candace Owens, right? So,
no, not at all. Right. Nobody's supporting Candace.
Yeah, Candace is a bait and switch type. She says some things that make sense and then sprinkles in programmed snow heathen dust. She on fire with that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they do. People
Tree
still
has said-
thinking he's a genius. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
I've met him. I did when I was doing Deaf Poets. Yeah, I'm name dropping. I used to do Deaf Poets on HBO, and he was one of the people on there. When I say he was a fucking weirdo, he's a fucking weirdo. And the thing is, he didn't have no Chi-Town thug killers around him. He had a few like lawyers and I think one publicist. And he said some goofy shit to me. And I really loud, this is a real thing. I said, nigga, I don't know you. Like, real loud. And then he kind of smiled and everybody laughed around him. And then I said, yeah, when are you up? That was it.
Yeah.
It's like, when are you up? I bring you fucks on stage, and then Most Def comes back out and does it. It was literally weird. I was a warm-up for the shit.
Yeah.
And he was just a weirdo. And his poem was whack, and he was whack. But I gotta admit, people are, oh, she's a gold nigga, way over town. That song with Jamie, it caught me. It got me. But now I ain't gonna even listen to that shit. And in fact, the only reason I liked it, I think I like Jamie in it better than him.
There you go.
Fuck you. And that's why somebody beat his ass. Look at that. Somebody beat his ass.
Somebody touched that nigga, yeah.
Look at his lips. Somebody touched him. Or he might have been punching himself.
They knocked the Balenciaga out of his mouth.
Why does he have Balenciaga? What is that?
Mouth. It's a mouth guard.
I mean, but
for football or whatever.
No, I know, but why does he have that? For what? He's not.
Say it loud, Miss No Slick Name. No more Yeezys, okay? They're ugly anyways. I hear people say they're extremely comfortable. I get it. But wrap cotton around your feet, man. That'll be comfortable too, and it'll look better. So yeah, man. And QB, I'm not sure this is the answer. She said, I will play R. Kelly music before KANYE. You could boycott both.
Yeah, you're allowed to do both. I mean,
the molestations and the kidnappings and stuff ain't cool either.
The kidnappings and the pee showers. I like once I found out, I saw the video of them saying, he said that wasn't me. Nigga, it was you. But I saw it and I thought, well, I won't be stepping in the name of love anymore. It's just
not that kind of love.
Yeah, it's fuck them. Just like there's, I mean, he knows I listen to some really how do I put it? Selective, different music. I listen to everything else, but my love is black rock and roll. And there was one black rock and roll group that was sucking up so bad to this white group I saw on a promo. And like, after that, I went, you know what? I'm not listening to you either. So you can take music out your thing. Pedro literally, when that happened, I remember that. Pedro's like, well, no more KANYE.
That's
that was pretty much it.
And Maya Baker says Kanye has talent, but has sold his soul. And you know what? Can't argue with that. But and at a certain point, you want to separate the talent from the person and just enjoy what they do. But these motherfuckers have gone too far. Like Kanye West has gone way too far.
Way too far.
His commentary, his support of Trump, his attempt to run for president, which was clearly an attempt by the GOP to drain votes away from Biden. Just he's fucking nuts, man. Fuck that guy. So I'm not.
And by the way, we need to throw that neck on the grill because these hot dogs is ready to be cooked. That motherfucker he should work at Pink's because his neck is hot dog-licious.
Got a neck full of black ass.
I'm a big dude, and I don't have that. I don't have anything like that. I don't have none of that. My neck is like this.
Niggas at home feeling for hot dogs on their neck now. Like, no, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
No, I ain't
but Kanye, okay, and I want to know what is the reason to put White Lives Matter out there? What is the reason? What is the reasoning other than publicity, other than shocking people, I guess, or what could be the possibility of them fucking doing this Coon Cage, Coontastic, Coonalicious, Coon Global? I want to go Coon Global. On a Coon, and today is Coon's Day.
It's Coon wide.
It's Coon wide. Yeah.
Okay. It's a Cooniversal.
Wow.
Welcome to the Cooniverse.
Here's our menu. Would you like the segregation salad plate? And if you don't like that one, we got the rape your women buffet.
We have a cucumber salad,
which is
dressed in a
absolutely
white
delicious.
sauce.
Of course, it's white sauce. What did you think we would use? You think we're going to use your brown gravy?
Nigger juice.
Never.
AJ Fit, welcome to the building. He got fools buying the ugliest bum clothes for thousands.
Bummy,
and the
all
most
that shit.
expensive, ugliest shoes. I think it's hilarious.
$1,200. But see, that's how thirsty people are.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's why people punch him in his fucking face and bust his lip and smack his face up because he's a fucking idiot. He looks like he really has lost his mind. And by doing this, if he's anybody that's black, other than the dude that's in the middle taking a picture, I guess, and he's probably just like him, anything that he does from now on, he has no credibility.
Okay, so we're gonna bounce to the next one because in a sec, but
and it fits.
It's so much shit to talk about.
It is so much synergy with the shit that going
today.
on.
There's so many. But Phenom Brown, she says, when it comes to Donda's son, I'm just saddened by many of his words and antics. You know how you can have love for someone, but not like some of what they say / do. He's an artist who has eccentricities, and I just wonder who tampered with his mentality. He would be a perfect candidate for the Drop Squad Spike Lee film. Now, when you say tamper with his mentality, Shang, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were doing this show back at Dash Radio in Hollywood, we had Psychic Wayne, a guy named Psychic Wayne on, who like read our signs and everything like that. And he said I was born under similar conditions as like Oprah and Kanye West, right? But what he said in this episode was that unlike me, Kanye's, it was something like his ego rests in a certain house, so that he, like, this nigga really thinks he's like some omniscient space genius or some shit like that. Like, he really, so when you talk about who tampered with his mentality, I think it's just part of his character and part of his narcissism. His ego rests in a place, where that creates this narcissistic, egotistical, egomaniacal behavior. And I'm not even sure you can really put it on anything outside.
Yeah, I think that's always been him. And I think that, people are trying to find, well, there got to be a reason. No, fuck him. Sometimes, like, some of these people say, oh, man, you got to find out why that crazy guy bite those people in the face as he's walking down the street. And people said, well, it could have been because his mother never kissed him in the face, or it could be the motherfucker's crazy.
And sometimes faces taste good.
And it happens. Okay? I'm saying Roger Stacker coming in hot. We got a lot of people that watch the show come in hot. Roger Stacker, because they are trying to fit in with a bunch of fuck you niggers people that will continue to hate their ass. Exactly. Do you really think that? And what's up, Brian Pryor?
BP, what up, though, man? I see you, bro. For those just jumping in, we're moving on from.
We're moving on, but before we move on,
the Kanye West and Candace Owens
wearing the White Lives Matter shirts. If I see you with one of them, look at his face.
Yeah. Okay. You're getting Balenciaga teeth, nigga.
Exactly. But if you're doing shit like this, you're doing too much. You're thirsty, and you want acceptance from the ICE heathens, and that's what it is. You know it. So,
crickets,
so Candace Owens, I will never support anything you do. I don't care if you want to go back home. And look, that's a dude. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that.
It's a man.
It's a man.
Why won't this wig come off?
And I didn't like your nude shoot. I don't care.
Yeah. I expected better, just a better body from her, but whatever. All right, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. And as mind blowing as Kanye West and Candace Owens is, this one
is
really
definitely a motherfucker.
It's one of these.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Now, this is one of those stories where I don't think the motherfucker say what anthem properly expresses the anger that one might feel when hearing a story like this, because it kind of has a jolly tone to it, but that's to cut through the tension. But this is one of those where you like, motherfucker say what? A Northern California high school. Sorry, I should have prepped and pulled up the story here.
Okay.
It is River Valley High School.
River Valley High School, suck our dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they it's in Northern California, part of the Yuba City Unified School District. And the superintendent, Doreen Osumi, recently announced that River Valley High School is going to have to forfeit the rest of its football season because they won't have enough players to field a team because they had to suspend a lot of players because these motherfuckers reenacted and held and organized and planned slave auction. In which 3 of their black teammates stood up in front of a room full of their white teammates while these white kids yelled out prices for each of the Negroes. Yeah, something very similar to that. This really happened, y'all, in 2022.
2020 twin.
So it raises a whole lot of questions besides motherfucker say what. There's a lot of
look.
So it's like one of those where it's like these are kids. These are high school kids, teenagers.
So they're aware. Fuck them.
Right. Not only are they aware, but how? Where do they get the inkling, the notion to hold a slave auction, think it's okay, think it's funny, think any of that shit, right? And that's where like essentially the white kids at first, like where have they learned this behavior from? Then I really want to question the black kids with a very simple, who is these niggas?
Yeah, and why?
And who are their parents?
Why would they do something like that? Again, you know why I would do something like that? Because they're in the same camp as these people. Hot neck, water, and ET.
Hot dog neck.
Yeah. I just said hot neck water. I figured we already know what the bun. That motherfucker definitely when he gets a phone thing, he uses the bundle. He definitely
changed his name to Frank, as in ballpark Frank.
Exactly.
Frank West.
Yeah, plump when you cook him neck.
That nigga go to the beach and come out with split neck. His neck burst and shit.
Yeah, it's just, but they're in the
microwave
same
hot dogs. All right, don't be lazy. But who? I am hoping and praying that these 3 black children, and I've never said this in my life, were adopted by white folks and are being raised poorly by white kids. Because if they have black parents and these kids who are teenagers, they're on the varsity football team, so they're probably at least 16, right? Most sophomores, most sophomores. I mean, you don't have to be, but most sophomores don't make the varsity.
Well, not unless you're not unless you're the one kid that the white family raised and said, "Look how big he is." I mean, no, but
if these kids are not adopted and raised by white people, then who the fuck are they black ass parents that did not tell them to crack every white jaw in that motherfucking room when they first suggested the slave? Because it seems like they were willfully participating as well, right? So maybe
that, you know what? Hold up. Now let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Maybe they weren't aware there was this whole black people slave thing that happened. Maybe they just didn't know that wasn't right.
Well, we know that the school ain't gonna teach them that anymore, right?
Right.
It was involuntary relocation. But well, that's actually in Texas, but
this is how they treat, yeah.
And then, but like, if they didn't know, let's just follow that extension, Shang. I'm still putting that squarely on the shoulders of their parents. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. Now, my son knows what the deal is pertaining to all of that. And I say, make your own choices, but at the same time, this is what the world is. This is how it's going on. And these motherfuckers, man, these 3 black kids that did it, they need their ass beat. The white kids that put it on, they need their ass beat. Beat the fuck up. Beat. Like they need the people's elbow, brother. I mean, they really do. I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? So if anybody says, just like the people at Twitter who took me off of Twitter because I promoted violence, and I'm not promoting out. Yeah, I am. Listen, they need somebody needs to take them to the shed, since that's how they used to take black people to the shed, and whoop their ass. I mean, what?
Roger asks, did they not know that Black Lives Matter? No, they're Kanye West fans, Roger.
Roger,
They love Candace Owens, man.
Roger,
come on.
Stop it, Roger.
He's like, buy my CD.
Yeah, I mean, to do something like this, and in fact, the theme of the whole show, I understand they didn't have enough talented athletes to
to
play
field the team.
Yeah, because this was, and by the way, this was their quarterback. So
Nicole says they did it for TikTok followers. Well, good Lord,
I
away with TikTok
yeah,
then.
Yeah,
if it's influencing the kids to do shit like this,
to do slave shit.
And it's crazy because you like it's funny now because when you think about it, you were just like, these kids need their ass whooped. Like the black kids need their ass whooped too.
No, I said the black kids, yeah.
I know, but they were also just up for slave auction, so them getting beat would probably happen anyway. So
it's coming that way anyway. So I just don't understand why the school had to suspend everybody, right? But did they suspend the football players? Good. Did they suspend the people that put it on? Good. I think that we need more and more of this out there where there are consequences for your fuckery.
Absolutely.
And people are saying, well, you can't fire a person that was a good person for 14 years and then all of a sudden he raped 4 kids. I mean, come on, man. That's just one time in his life. Shut the fuck up with that thought process.
Well, I mean, and you know, it is a big thing, and you're right, Shang. Like this accountability is necessary.
It should be absolutely.
I do, you know, applaud the school and the superintendent for having the balls to, and it sounds like she's a woman, so that was a metaphor. But for having the
cojones,
the strength to.
Let's just say
forfeit the season, you know what I mean? Because
right, like,
and you think about it, I don't know what level of football this high school plays, but you know, missing a season for some of these kids, they were seniors, that could end up costing scholarship opportunities and other, you know, and furthering your education. So you know, it's what, like I always say, ain't no such thing as free speech. Ain't no such thing as a free slave auction. You ain't gonna get away with that. Phenom Brown says it's because they aren't taught well. People perish from a lack of right knowledge. They think it's funny because they haven't been exposed to real terrors of slavery, so they have no respect. So damn sad and tragic. Well, Nicole H., you're right. Vaginas are stronger than balls. Okay, but I couldn't say.
I disagree.
But I also couldn't say, you know, I want to salute her for being pussy enough. You know what I'm saying, to suspend the kid, you know what I mean? Like, so I just said for having the ball. Sorry, but you know what I mean. No knock against vaginas. Love them.
Yeah, I don't see why do y'all always catch the one thing and then take it.
I think the black kids got suspended too. I think everybody who participated in it got suspended. And to be honest, they should be, because it's 2022 and nigga, you should know better.
You should know better.
Should know way
and
better
your parents,
than this.
Your parents should hang their head down. And why did you do that to my kid?
I just couldn't imagine having a black child, and say, hey, how was school today? Good, daddy. I got sold for the most. Like, nigga, what? Get your ass back.
The auction went well? What?
That's also why I'd be terrified to send my child to a predominantly white school too early and like young. You know what I mean?
Before they don't have
I need, you know, because like by the time I got to a predominantly white school, I had been through the Detroit public school system from kindergarten to 12th grade.
So you pretty much knew the deal.
I watched white people leave the city, and my schools got blacker and blacker and blacker, and you know, by the time I got to Princeton, I had a full sense of who I was and my blackness.
You were, but see, the thing is,
clearly these kids don't.
Even though I'm high yellish, I think that
Don't let the light skin fool
Yeah,
you.
there's a tendency for people to do that. Then they find out, you know, what
Don't
it
let
is.
the hue fool you.
But no, I think that I've always been that way, and it's been that way from not just my pops, but I would say from just the neighborhood. The neighborhood would like keep me on point, and because I started having more of a voice, especially when I started getting the comedy, it really elevated. So I know for myself, but I think these kids are so into wanting to be accepted. There's such a fucking, I've seen black people like that. I've seen black comics like that. I've seen black comics that will do whatever. Black comics that don't fuck with me normally, but would go behind would that and know, like, be in Pedro's face and then do some undercut shit. Those are the same kind of people where they would be like, nah, man, don't put Pedro on the show. Put me on the show. I mean, those are the same thought process. No, remember those kind of people? Yeah. I look at them all the same. You will do whatever you got to do to get acceptance from white folks. You will do whatever you got to do. And that's what Kanye did. That's what Candace did. And these kids at the auction, by the way, that's the one, he's up next. I don't know if you can see. They're doing the family first and then the guy with the vest on. So, wow.
There you go. Phenom says forfeit of the season means nothing if they are not going to be taught and made to do research and assignments to expand their knowledge. The African American museums and some professors of history need to be called in to educate them properly. You know what? Can't argue with that, Phenom. You know, back it up with some real shit. Absolutely. But the forfeit of the season, it has to start with that, I do believe. Because if they were like, well, we'll just give them some extra credit work and then keep playing football. It's like, no, I want both. I want to see both. So
I want to see, yeah. And then I want to see them. I want to see them. I want to see them beat.
Well, they should do some. I was just about to say they should do some social experiment where these white kids get treated like slaves for a day or a month or some shit. The rest of the school year.
Right. No one, some Jane Elliott shit. Everybody in here that has blue eyes, sit under your desk, you know, and every day sit on your desk and you're yelled at and you're treated horribly.
Now look at this. Seattle is so inundated with COON biscuits. Treehead can't even date. She's like, Seattle's full of those type of black folk. That's why I don't date up here. Man.
Treehead, when I come to Seattle, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come visit you. And by the way, Pedro, how's your mom's doing?
Come on, bro. Not with the chest.
Hey, not with the
not
chest.
With the chest, dog. Don't do
listen.
that.
No, okay. But the main thing is with this particular thing, and it's weird that it fits right with the Kanye West, because that was thirstiness of acceptance. I think this is the same. It's different, but the same. Does that make sense what I mean? It's a different, I think it's a higher level than the white lives matter. I think this is a higher level than the white lives matter.
Like you mean like a worse offense or whatever?
Yes, a higher level of offense. My bad.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I mean, and then it's crazy to, you know, have these two idiots, Kanye and Candace, out here with these White Lives Matter shirts, and then at the same time, you got a bunch of white kids still enacting slave auctions. Clearly, clearly white lives matter, right? Because they can do what the fuck they want to do.
When they want
nobody's challenging the notion that white lives
AKA Trump.
They should say white lives matter more, because that's what that is saying.
There's a movie I saw where it's John Travolta, where he literally is he's a insurance agent, and he goes down the list of the reasons that black people don't matter. This is the beginning of the movie, that black people don't matter when their lives don't matter, and why they don't matter, why you wouldn't get as much money for a black kid that dies for insurance. Like literally there's in their policy. So it's in the system. This thing that they did with the auction, I don't think they should ever be, not only cancel the season, you're out of football, bitch. You niggas that did that shit, you don't get to play no more, not at this school. And I mean, there are, because imagine how many white people that probably saw this and thought, well, we got to do one out of our school. Jesus, we got enough niggers to sell.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know you could.
I mean, come on, I'll make the flyer. I mean, it's that bad. It does matter. And then people say, oh, you're being a snowflake and you're just, I mean, it's just a joke. I get it. We tell all kind of crazy jokes. I tell jokes about rhinos raping people's face. Okay. But guess what? The chances of rhinos raping people's face? Never. First. Secondly, Pedro, and I'm just going to say this. Secondly, shit like this, when they go for the TikTok, if it resonates, I'm telling you, another school is going to do it. Another school's going to do it. And then.
Okay, so understand also that this wasn't sanctioned by the school or anything like that.
No, I know, but
it was organized by the kids.
Some more kids are going to do it.
Yeah. You know, we see this, you know, these frat parties that are blackface or, you know, pimping all night where they go in blackface and act black or whatever. So,
but a slave auction though, Pedro?
I mean, I'm not, you know, I get it. But I'm saying like they like to do these things anyways. But obviously these kids need, beyond this forfeiting in the football season, need to be, like Phenom said, educated further. And whether that's, you know, with a baseball bat or a history assignment,
forearm,
I'm down for both.
I just feel like, but who you think lost this match? I'm just saying, I really do think that the consequences need to be bigger, so it'll prevent people, these kids, because a lot of these kids feel like, well, shit, nobody said nothing, but the fact that they got their whole football fucking season thrown out the window, good for the whoever the person that did this. What is her name? Big up to her. Big up to her. Big up to her. And keep doing that.
Her last name. What is
and we need y'all to keep doing that shit.
Doreen Asumi, superintendent of the
Doreen Asumi. You know what? Asumi, I'm down for you.
There you go.
So I'm down for you for doing that. Thank you. And I know there's probably a lot of people that thought, hey, it's just a joke. And people say, well, you can't take a joke anymore. You can't joke about this. You can't joke about that. I disagree. You can joke about it. But this was a reenactment of something that, to me,
but
we shouldn't even be talking about in 2022 the same way. But it's still that thought process.
Are we reenacting the Trail of Tears that killed, you know, millions of Native Americans? Are we reenacting
the Holocaust?
You know, like
I don't see any Holocaust weekends.
And this country is sick because it does Civil War reenactments, which is just like, why do you want to reenact that? Like we don't do Vietnam reenactments.
Right.
We don't do no motherfucking Revolutionary War reenactments. We don't do no fucking Korean War like nobody's doing Afghanistan reenactments. Why the fuck are we still celebrating the glory of the South?
But that's the South. That's a lot of Southern people doing it. The North ain't doing
they don't do reenactments.
You don't see that shit in you don't see a lot of people in the North saying, yeah, what you doing this weekend? Yo, man, I'm just gonna go to this party.
You don't want to dress up like a slave owner and fake shoot at each other?
Yeah, man. I think I'm going to do this Civil War reenactment this weekend. And you don't hear the other dude go, yo, man, maybe I can go with you. No, you don't hear that. Because people don't, only cornball white boys that want it to be back like it was before. Even though you fucking lost, the North won, bitch. Just like Biden won, bitch. I don't like Biden. Like he ain't my favorite, but he better than that orange bitch. And you lost. So let's have you know why there's no parade for losers? There's a reason. There's a reason that we don't give you a parade. Because, you know, you're not getting a participation trophy with slavery. Fuck you. And your family. Right. And all the people that did it, fuck them. So
speaking of fuck yous and people who deserve them, Savage AF, we're gonna push to the next topic because we about at wrap up time.
We about to wrap it up.
But before we do, I'm gonna give it to you a little something like that.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another popping to let you know what's popping.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping, man. You know what's popping? Racism. It's all in this episode and it just all through it. So we're going from KANYE and KANYE and CANDACE, promoting White Lives Matter, to a slave auction at a high school in Northern California, or at least a reenactment of one.
A reenactment.
To a modern day U.S. Senator out of the great state of Louisiana.
Is it Louisiana?
John Kennedy, no relation to the other Kennedys, but probably probably deserves the same fate as JFK.
Wow, we're gonna get so flagged.
I said probably. I didn't encourage anybody
you know what?
to do anything.
Back to the right, up to the front, back to the right.
He says in a recent campaign ad, John Kennedy, that is. Sorry. I'm gonna shorten it, condense it with the bottom, because it's all about, you know. He starts off, violent crime is surging in Louisiana. Woke leaders blame the police. I blame the criminals. He says, look, if you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. What? I don't think anybody hates cops just because they're cops. People hate cops because they're fucking pieces of shit sometimes. Some of the cops.
Right.
And the bad apples ruin a bunch. That's how the whole adage goes. It's not like, oh, it's just a bad apple. Bad apple can ruin the bunch.
Chris Rock, best bit ever. And that's
you can have some bad people bad at some jobs. So
like a bad surgeon.
Yeah, bad apples ruin the bunch. When black communities are infested with bad apple cops, it makes all the cops look bad to us. Okay, fuck your feelings. Facts
in general.
Yeah. So, that is to say, I don't think anybody just hates cops because they're cops. There is a reason that some cops are hated, and the idea that instead of reforming any of those cops or getting them out or rehabilitating them from their racist ways, that instead of doing that, the next logical step from this U.S. senator is to call a crackhead instead, which doesn't make sense because, like I said earlier, I don't think a lot of crackheads have phones, man.
Man, I don't think a lot of crackheads are.
They either eat them or smoke them or something.
Right. I don't
like
think
that.
they're out to go fight crime. I don't think that there's not a lot of crime fighting crackheads. They're good dancers, though. I get
they get jiggy with it.
Yeah, I mean, but wow, call him a crackhead, and he'll probably win too. And
Nicole got the number. It's 888 crackhead. CKHD. I love it. Yeah, man. So this is just how far the illogical thought process of these people extend, right?
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Since in your Pedro pop in. So his logic is, so say you needed a chef and the last couple chefs were fucked up. Would you call a crackhead? Yeah, would you call a crackhead?
I feel like I would go to like DoorDash or Uber Eats next.
Right. But you wouldn't call it crackhead.
Give that a try. Then, turn to my own refrigerator and be like, well, fuck it, I might just have to cook myself tonight.
Right.
But I don't think that if, my personal chef messed up my meal, that my next go-to move is crackhead.
Okay. So
I want, which makes me wonder, why is that his next?
Why is that?
Does he use crackhead sometimes?
Yeah.
For
random
things.
That was obviously that was a dog. That was called a dog bullhorn to the base. That was a racist comment targeted. At black folks, like he's basically saying to black people, if you don't like the way we fucking treat you, why don't you have a crackhead save you? Okay, maybe I'm reading too much in it, and tell me in the feed if I am. But that's the way it sounds like some racist shit.
No, because if he had said meth head, that would have meant something different to all of us, right?
Right.
If he had been like Hall of Fentanyl fame, that would have meant something way different to all of us. Crackhead is what? Who got the crack first? When the CIA flooded cocaine and crack into
Queens,
the hood, who
Brooklyn,
got it?
Bronx. Who got it
Detroit,
first?
Chicago, LA.
Detroit, Chicago. They targeted black
neighborhoods.
But I don't want y'all to think that that if I was ever in trouble, that I would call a crackhead. But I still feel just as bad calling the cops sometimes. I'll give you an example. I had a problem with I had a child custody thing. And we had to meet at the police station. We had to meet at the police station because I was like, if y'all start wilding out, the cops. So I come in and she says, well, she's sitting down and I'm standing up. She said, he's standing near me. He's standing over me and I'm scared. This cop unclicked his fucking gun and started patting his gun immediately until I handed him the paperwork. Go, this is my week. She doesn't get just to take a week. That's not how it works, right? So so there's a reason that I have a disdain for cops, because you didn't have to go immediately to shoot me. I wasn't yelling or screaming or thing. And when I pulled the paper out and he had to go to her, he didn't say, let me pat my gun at you, bitch. You know, he just went up to her and said, I'm sorry. He's right. You're wrong. You're going to have to.
You're a big, strong Negro, Shane.
You better stop it. But yeah, I've had that happen. I had the cops pull me over. Okay. So there's a reason that black people, Pedro was very good when the cops pulled him over. I, on the other hand, have had good and bad situations. But most cops, they say are good. I disagree. Most cops aren't good. Because if they were good, they would police the bad better, which they don't. So fuck them. And so fuck them. And the fact that he said that, I wish you had a picture of him. I'm going to post it and say,
yes, I forgot.
And I'm going to post it and I'm going to give his address to a bunch of crackheads and have them come over to his house since he feels that way.
Again, that was United States Senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy, which should be a very easy name to remember.
Very easy to find.
Iconic.
So Savage AF, this is what it is. I'm going to let y'all know something real quick. What you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, you feel better. Your mother feels better. How's your mom's doing, Pedro? Hey. No, but make sure you do that. And when you go there, there's a little thing you got to click to make it better. Click the bell. Make sure you give us some thumbs up. And if you give us thumbs up, it'll make it better for us. And better for you. And if you don't, every time, it never gets old.
No, it's a good one.
Savage AF, since we've been in the thread of the show, and mine is very short, the thread of the show, I'm shangry about at Georgia, kiss my ass. What in the wide world of fuckery is going on, Pedro? Herschel Walker.
How did he behave?
Good ear. You take the good ear. Could this motherfucker's head be bigger? He is a human fucking
Square
mastiff. Yeah, like he's definitely he
looks like a black ass Lego.
Yeah, that motherfucker's head fits in all square shapes. But Herschel Walker, there's a story that came out about him having, I'm sure he had more than one abortion happen in his life, but he's coming out against abortion. And he wants abortion to be illegal across the board, even in the situations pertaining to rape or incest or rape, which I think any Republican, even if you're a right-wing motherfucker, you should still be like, well, yeah. And this motherfucker, this coontastic, coonalicious motherfucker.
Do that dance.
He's always doing the dance. He's always doing the dance for, and I'm not saying tap dancing is bad. It just reminds me of coons. It just as a coon.
Yeah, it
does.
It depends on who you're doing it for and why.
Right. I mean, when we're doing it for us, it's different. But the bottom line is right now, how do we get abort Hersh Mushmouth Walker? What do we got to do? Because he's neck and neck with Warnock in Georgia right now. Georgia, if you let this motherfucking non-policy speaking, non-sentence speaking, mushmouth, what the fuck are you saying? Yeah, that is against women's right for abortion, then I will never fuck with Georgia again.
Wait, so slang them a few facts and numbers, Shang. Like 2009, it's alleged that Herschel Walker got a woman pregnant,
right,
and gave her a $700 check.
$700 check, but he gives out checks. He don't know,
for an abortion, and he says he's on Fox News saying it was a complete, total, flat out lie. And when asked, well, do you remember writing a check for that amount? He's like, I write checks to a lot. I give a lot of people.
I write all kind of checks. I've written checks to all kind of people.
I can't write.
The bottom line is, I'm surprised he can read. His policies are shit. He never has any policies. It's all about, basically feeding the base raw red meat. He does talking points, and he's a fucking idiot. End of the day, this big neck wonder needs to go. And Warnock hasn't been the most effective legislator yet, but I think he's much more qualified. And the fact that he's already been elected, then Mushmouth, please. Oh, no, not him.
Yo, that guy.
There you go. Ooh,
the other Mushmouth.
Ooh, ah, ooh, white people, ooh, ah, please, ooh, like me, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, and I really do think, I don't know.
I know that's a gift, but like, what was he doing in that? Like, what was that for? Like, why is he doing that?
He was dancing. He was dancing for the white man.
And his son is talking big shit about him. By the way, his son is an idiot too. I mean, a couple years ago, he was like, so there's gonna be secret electors who are gonna be placed in replace of and they're gonna overturn the election, and then Trump's gonna be president.
And then Herschel said, but hopefully if they don't take the good air and give it to China, and take the bad air and give it to us. If we got the bad air, then we can't breathe. Then the good air goes over there, because air can be compartmentalized and given to China.
Now, Kevin Keith challenges your notion that Warnock has not been an effective legislator. Warnock has been involved with over 200 bills.
Challenge! Wait a minute, hold up. Challenge!
And he's barely been in and had to. So he had to rerun because that seat got vacated, and so the Warnock versus what was the guy's name? Perdue, I think. Right. He was against Kelly Loeffler, I think. But either way,
no, it was Kelly Loeffler. It's the lady that looks like a broom with hair.
Yeah. That seat got vacated, but the seat's actual election cycle is now. So like he has to run back.
He hasn't had the time.
But he's still working as a.
No, he passed.
It's just a precarious position.
He got some bills through, but what I'm saying is, I don't think that he's made his presence. But he's also a pastor. He's a pastor, so he's not about that messy bullshit. But he's gonna have to get a little messy if they do if him and Herschel Walker face off. He's gonna have to hit him with. So you against women having the right over their bodies, pertaining to abortion, and you want abortion illegal across the board. Yet you in 2006 had a woman have an abortion that you paid for, but that check is not for that. Am I right? He's gonna have to go at him and on some fact shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
President of Truth Social.
Right. So he's gonna have to go at him. So Herschel
build
Walker,
your own kingdom.
Herschel Walker, get the fuck out my face, you mushmouth coon cage motherfucker. You and Kanye should put together a band called Coonerific.
Well, him like Herschel Walker, Kanye West, and Candace Owens could be the three Coon amigos, or the right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we don't care what's saying this about these people on here. I don't want y'all to think, oh, well, man, you're going over too far. No, fuck that.
Yeah,
Kanye's he's out of line. He needs to be checked. Candace Owens need to be checked. But Herschel Walker will actually have shit that he can sign policies that will actually affect fucking people. I don't care if some white dude is being racist in the street and he's yelling out, "Fuck it, I hate niggers." But if he's a congressman or a government official that can affect people, we need to say some shit. That's how Savage rocks. So I know that what Pedro said was a little out of line. I mean, Pedro can get a little.
I didn't say do nothing. I said probably. Hey, listen, if Trumpty Dumpty can be like, McConnell has a death wish or whatever, or I could shoot somebody in the middle of the street, y'all ain't gonna get me either, man.
Yeah, exactly. You let this motherfucker just do goofy shit that he's done, and you're worried about Savage AF. Well, worry about us more by sharing the fucking page to as many people as possible. And if you're offended, make sure the other people that are offended watch our show.
The world knows, yeah.
Make sure tell everybody. Savage AF, we up in here. We gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, and all our people that come back and our regulars. You're the best people ever. I hope you have 1,000 orgasms at one time and you turn into light. I wish you the best. Wow.
Unless you're a resident troll, who clearly just has nothing to do with their life. Like bases their name off of me, and then just comes here to try to make fun of me with like literally dumb shit that doesn't make any fucking sense. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But
everybody
else is cool.
And even the people that, and if you come on here and challenge us with something that's logical and rational, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down. But you just say, "Hey, fuck you, you're light skinned, you got a goatee." Then you're a child. You're a fucking child. Now, next time, if you want to troll with us and you want to bring some trolls that have some kind of rationale, and let's fuck with them. And I'm going to say this, Pedro, I'll bring them on the fucking show. I'll put the code down there. You can come up in here, but you got to say stuff that makes fucking sense. Not just, well, white lives matter because I said so.
And this isn't a roast battle either. Like, nobody's interested in really going back and forth and be like, that's why you look like a boo. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Go back to 3rd grade. That's what it is, y'all.
I thought you were doing Herschel's topic.
Well, I think all coon-headed troll monkey motherfuckers sound like that. We're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow on Wednesday, humping the day away at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I might have to do it a little earlier. If that's fine for you.
Okay, yeah.
I might have to do it.
We'll make an announcement.
Stay tuned. A little earlier because I gotta go to the thingy with the thingy and the thingy. And before we get up out of here, because I know we're a little bit over time, make sure if you happen to be in the Irvine area, I will be at the Irvine Improv Comedy Club tonight at 8 p.m. Yeah. Comedy Juice. That's Comedy Juice.
It's got the juice.
It's got the juice, and then Friday.
Corn has got the juice.
Unite to Laugh comedy show. This is a political fundraiser for the San Bernardino County College District trustee. And so I'm doing a show for them. That is Friday, and the information is on my website. And then Saturday, I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach. So make sure you come check out the live shows. Me and Pedro are going to be doing the show in San Diego, California, November 11th and 12th. At the Laugh Factory in San Diego, down in the Gaslamp District. We'll tell you more information about it. We need everybody, and your mother and your brother, your sister, your side piece, your side chick, your side man to come out to the show. All right, so we will give you an announcement about tomorrow. Thank you guys for supporting us, and we appreciate you.
You know what it is. Deuces.
All right. Yeah, later.